Hello guys, welcome to the channel. I hope everyone is doing well. Today I'm gonna talk about a really important topic, that why different astrologers give different type of readings to you, like for one planetary position. Okay, so before I begin the topic, I just want to mention that I give free astrology consultations. If you're interested, you can find the information in the description box, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and also hit the bell icon so every time I post a new video you can get the notification in your inbox. Let's get to the topic. So you go to like one astrologer and they see your chart and say, like your Mars is negative. Okay, then you go to like really good astrologer and he says or she says, like your Mars is well placed in your birth chart. Okay, so now you're confused. You're like, my Mars is good or bad for me in the birth chart? Mars is giving me negative energy or positive energy? Do I need to strengthen the Mars or do I need to weaken the Mars in the birth chart? Okay, so the thing is, you forgot the fact that you asked two different questions. Okay, you asked two different questions from two different astrologers. They both are, I mean, if they are good and they know what they're saying and they know what they're doing, like both are correct. I'm gonna explain in this video. Okay, so for example, I'm gonna give you like couple of examples to clear all the doubts. So, like let's say you have Mars in the fourth house. I'm not going to talk about zodiac signs, just going to say, like let's say fourth house is occupied by Mars. Now Mars is sitting in the fourth house. You go to one really good astrologer and you ask him the question about how's your marital life, okay, or how's your life inside the home. Your astrologer is going to say that you need to control your aggression because Mars is like negatively placed in your birth chart. Okay, fourth house. What is fourth house? Fourth house means your house. Okay, fourth house your vehicle. Fourth house your blessings, assets. I mean land assets. Okay, property. That is fourth house. Okay, Mars is sitting in there, and now whenever you go home, you start picking fights, you start picking arguments with your spouse or you with your other like people in the house. Why? Because Mars energy kicks in as soon as you enter in your home. So that's why Mars is negatively placed. On the other hand, you go to second astrologer and ask him, tell me about my like property assets. Will I be able to make good assets, or will I be able to buy like really good car, like really good brand car? So the astrologer looks at your chart and says Mars is positively placed, same exactly planetary position, same exact, nothing changed, not even transit, nothing. So Mars, okay, so Mars give you really powerful state if Mars is placed in your fourth house. Okay, so let me give you an example of powerful state. Name any Bollywood actor whose house you can name. Okay, there are like probably 500, 600 Bollywood actors, like big ones, big names. I'm talking about not the small ones, big names. You cannot even name like two houses or three houses, but you can name, like Shah Rukh Khan, okay, or Antila, Ambani's house. So that's the example of Mars. I'm not really sure if Shah Rukh Khan has, yeah, I think Shah Rukh Khan has Mars in his fourth house. So that's kind of powerful state that people will Whenever your name comes in the mind, they will remember you also through your real estate, your house, your powerful land. Okay, look at Bill Gates. Name, like Jeff Bezos' house. Name Elon Musk's house. You cannot name, but everybody knows about Bill Gates' house, the most famous one in Washington State, Seattle. So like that's kind of energy. Same planetary position, but two different predictions about Mars in the fourth house. Okay, so that's why you get different answers from really reputable astrologers. Another example: Rahu in seventh house. If you go to like any astrologer, they the moment they look at your chart and see Rahu in seventh house, 90% of them gonna say, like bad marriage life. Okay, if you ask them about your marriage, and that is true, Rahu in seventh house gonna give you more than one partner. There is no doubt about it. If you don't have like more than one partner, like let's say you get divorced or something happened. So if you don't have like more than one partner in your life, means Rahu is not sitting in the seventh house. Okay, so that's for sure. But you go to like next astrologer, you ask about your business. Rahu in seventh house is like mass business fame, makes you a very cunning business person, extremely smart person in when it comes to business, and really good with technology. Okay, same planetary position. For one aspect, it's like not aspect, but like for one prediction, it is like you ask for marriage life, right? So now it's like negative. Rahu is gonna give you like health issues as well, related to like your lower part of the body. So Rahu in same exactly planetary position gonna give you mass business fame, or makes you a public person, people's person. Okay, everybody knows about you because Rahu is the energy of Aquarius. Aquarius is the zodiac sign of 11th house, means 11th house, that's where you meet all the people, so everybody knows about you. Even though you don't know about them, but mass communication comes from the 11th house energy as well, zodiac sign of Aquarius, and Rahu is the lord of Aquarius. Okay, another prediction. Let's say Mercury. No, actually, I will do Mercury as well, but let's do Saturn. So Saturn in sixth house. So Saturn in sixth house, you go to first astrologer, really reputable. You paid the fees, like 5,000, 10,000 rupees, and now, the astrologer. You're waiting for the prediction. The astrologer tells you about that. Saturn is like bad in your birth chart because it is sitting in the sixth house, and it's giving you hard life. Why? Let me tell you one thing. Whenever it comes to Saturn, Saturn gives you career problems. Okay? And Saturn in the sixth house gives you constipation. Stomach related, like constipation, you're bloated, all the time bloating. You need to detox yourself if Saturn is sitting in sixth house. And Saturn, because sixth house is the energy of service. Okay, you're serving other people. So if Saturn is sitting in sixth house, means it's making your life miserable. You keep like really serving people. Like you're really nice. It's making you do the hard work. there is like easy way to serve others, and there is a hard way to serve others, and there is extreme hard way to serve others. Saturn is making you to go like extreme hard way to serve others, like you're doing physical labor to serve others. On the other hand, you go to second astrologer and ask about, because there is a court litigation, you ask about court litigation, and the astrologer says, Saturn is well placed in your birth chart, because it's sitting in the sixth house. Now you're confused because the last astrologer told you that Saturn in the sixth house is negatively placed, is giving you negative results, it's making your life miserable. Then how come Saturn is giving good results? Sixth house all about is the loss of your enemies. Okay, so when you go in the litigation, it's gonna be extremely painful for your enemy, because now Saturn is making their life hard. Anytime you see Saturn in anybody's birth chart in the sixth house, never ever file a lawsuit against that person, because if you file a lawsuit against that person, now both of you are stuck in this paradox for like 10, 15, 20, 25 years, for lifetime, I would say, because Saturn is not going to, resolve that case. And you're gonna be on the losing end, because his Saturn or her Saturn is sitting in the sixth house. Try to negotiate, because that person is born to bring misery to his or her enemies. So see, two different questions, two different predictions, same planetary position. Okay? Again, now let's say your seventh house lord Venus is sitting in 12th house. Okay, 12th house all about, because one house represent like a lot of different things. Okay, so 12th house all about, you basically know, like hospitals, asylums, mental asylums, jails, prisons, foreign lands. Okay, so now you go to one astrologer and ask him about your business. Okay, so the astrologer is gonna tell you that, like don't go into the partnership, because if you go into partnership, the person is gonna cheat you and then gonna get you in trouble, like imprisonment type of situation. Okay, however, if you go to like other astrologer, second astrologer, you ask about like your marriage life. Okay, so the person is gonna say that the astrologer is gonna say that your spouse probably come from the foreign land to get you get married with you and take you away. Okay, so two different planetary positions, but same planetary position, two different predictions. Okay, maybe like both things happen in your life in this scenario, not the other. The last I told you about, like Mars in fourth house or Mars in Saturn in sixth house, that's for short. That is the right thing. There is no doubt about it. In this scenario, like Lord is going somewhere, it means you need to study the nakshatras as well. Okay, another 10th Lord is coming into the 8th house. I get like a lot of questions about this planetary position. Maybe like it is my karma to get like questions regarding 8th house, like especially this position, 10th house coming into the 8th house. People are really scared. Oh, like 8th house is all about loss. 8th house is not about loss. 8th house or death, even death. It is, like especially the people who are legends, who have like created this extremely good legacy that till the end of times their name will remain in this world. Those are the people who have like a lot of planets in the 8th house, and especially their 10th lord is coming into the 8th house, or 8th house lord is going into the 10th house. I'm talking about Albert Einstein, Amitabh Bachchan, Osho. There are like some negative people as well, but I mean, legacy is here. People still talk about them. A lot of like gangsters as well, a lot of dictators, a lot of like politicians, great leaders as well. They have 10th house going into the 8th house, or 8th house lord is going into the 10th house. So 10th house lord, when it comes to the 8th house, you go to the first astrologer, you ask about your career. Okay, he tells you that as soon as you enter the antardasha or mahadasha of that planet, more specifically antardasha, because it's not going to be like permanent. So antardasha, you're going to lose your job, which is correct. But the first astrologer needs to tell you the second part of it. Second part is this, that after losing your career, maybe you get like better opportunity. Okay, so if 10th house lord is coming into the 8th house, or 8th house lord is going into the 10th house, I always suggest that as a backup, have some freelance work. Let's say if you're an IT person, like have like a side business. Like first you'd go 9 to 5, right? That's your like daytime job. Then go from 5 to 9, your like freelance work, your own business. Have some like a website creating platform for yourself. Freelance always like is the best option. Or healers. This position create healers of any type. Whether it is like medical doctors, or spiritual healers as well. Okay, but expect sudden ups and downs in your career. If you have that mindset already, that like there are going to be major ups and downs in my career, so I don't need to panic, and I don't need to worry about it. All I need as a backup, freelance work. Okay, so freelance have like as a backup work, as a backup income source, and then you're good to go. Anytime you lose a job, I mean, another better opportunity awaits for you, but you already have like created this freelance company, your own business. Now you don't need to worry about financial situation. Okay, so this is a reason that that's why you get like two different predictions for the same planetary position. Okay, I hope you guys understand this, and like don't get confused, because like read between the lines, focus on your question, ask the same question. If you see like let me give you another example as well before I let you go, guys. Mars in the 7th house. Mars in the 7th house. Mars in the 7th house, Manglik Dosh. there's a lot of negativity about it, you know. All is saying that your life partner, um, you know, it depends on the which house lord is going to which house lord is Mars and going into your seventh house. But all is telling me, only this planetary position, all is telling me that your partner, like spouse, is going to be very headstrong, you know. And if you accept this situation, then Mars is not going to affect you. You already know your partner, your spouse, husband, wife, you know, he or she is going to be very headstrong. Whenever they have like soldier type of mentality, especially when they are with you. Maybe they are like treating their other family members differently, but whenever they are with you, you know, they are like Mars, they are like soldier, you know. They want you to get up like 7 a.m. in the morning and, you know, like go according to the schedule, you know, like just like military. And when they are interacting with you, it is like less romance and more like taking orders from your authority, from authority. So it's like that. So, I mean, if you accept it, then it's fine. But Mars in seventh house makes you a very powerful business person. You have that authority over your, like, whatever business you're doing, you have that kind of authority. Okay, same planetary position, two different predictions, completely different predictions. Okay, I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say, and please subscribe and share this video. Whoever got like two different predictions from two different astrologers, they are not wrong. It's just the question you asked. Okay, all right guys, take care.